I am such a huge fan of Tomb Raider, it's not even funny. I played every single game that's come out in the series since 1996. The only one I haven't played is the downloadable spin-off series that came out a couple of years back. But yeah, I also have this giant love for Lara Croft. I'm pretty sure when people are like, what are you gonna be when you grow up? I'm like, I'm gonna be Lara Croft! And now I am. Lara Croft has come a long way since 1996 with her really dark pixelated makeup, her square like big giant boobs and ass. She still looks good even though she was completely blocky. Now she's this natural beauty and she's completely realistic, and she starts off in the new reboot series as a very innocent young Lara coming into herself as an archaeologist and then ending up at the end of the game being that hard-shelled hardcore Lara that we've grown to love. In this reboot, Lara Croft and her friends are on a ship headed towards the Dragon's Triangle in order to search for the lost kingdom of the Yamatai and their shaman queen, Himiko, also known as the Sun Queen.
The stories about Queen Himiko say she could summon storms. Myths are usually based on some version of the truth. What if Yamatai was somewhere in the triangle itself?
Well, look, this is the satellite imagery from inside the Dragon's Triangle.
That doesn't look good.
The ship gets wrecked and everyone separates, and Laura's on a hunt to find all her friends, and she's also on a hunt to try to figure out the truth behind the island and all its crazy storms. The storyline is actually pretty good. You watch Lara turn from an innocent archaeologist in the making to a surviving undefeated Tomb Raider by the end of it with battle scars to prove it. This chick actually goes through quite a lot, which most people probably would have broken all their bones or, I don't know, died, but somehow she seems to survive everything. This chick is one hard bitch to take down. Since this is a survival game, you'll start off with absolutely nothing, and then you collect weapons throughout your journey, such as the torch, the bow, the handgun, the shotgun, the rifle, and the pry axe. The bow is new to the Tomb Raider series and is also used as a mandatory hunting weapon right in the beginning of the game, but after the whole killing the deer scene right in the beginning, you most likely won't be using it for hunting for the rest of the game.
Unless you randomly want to kill crabs. Fuck you, crab.
It is a fantastic way to do stealth kills, that's for sure. There is a lot of things to collect within the game, such as metal scrappings that you can use to forge upgrades for each one of your weapons with just using a campfire. Because apparently Lara Croft is also magical in this game. It's actually quite impressive.
From this to that.
So make sure to salvage as much as you can of the metal scrappings from hanging boxes that you just burn down with your torch, or from men that you kill, because apparently everyone just has metal in their pockets. Combat system's actually pretty good, because usually the Tomb Raider series combat's not really the best, but they actually did a fantastic job with this one. You crouch behind things, use a big variety of weapons, and this is actually the first time that any of the Tomb Raider games has been rated 18+, so you can just imagine how violent the kills can actually be.
I'm coming for you!
She also swears, which is kind of a first for Lara Croft. I don't believe she's ever sworn in any of the other Tomb Raider games.
Together.
Oh, shit.
I really love the fact that they stayed true to the Tomb Raider series with this reboot. She still looks the same, except for now she's more realistic looking and a bit younger. You still use the same weapons, excluding the bow and the pry axe. You still jump from building to building like your Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. You also take a beating like you're superhuman. The storyline's really great too. It's very Tomb Raider style, and there's lots of action to be had and wickedly violent death scenes that make you cringe and possibly laugh at the same time. Maybe I'm the only one that finds it humorous. Her battle wounds stay with her throughout the entire game, because she starts off as an innocent, really clean, beautiful looking Lara, and by the end of it she looks like she got shit kicked by a pack of wolves. There is so much to explore with this amazingly well done environment. It is stunning. They did a really fantastic job with Lara Croft's character development. You really feel for her throughout the entire game, except for the fact that you pretty much don't give a shit for anyone else in her team or her friends, because most of the focus is just on her. And with lady lumps like that, she should be the only thing that you're focusing on. I didn't like that the tombs that you raid on the side are super quick and short, and they pretty much get lost within all the action. They really could have developed that a lot better.
I hate tombs.
Also, the multiplayer felt like it was just tacked on. Because apparently every single game that comes out now needs to have a fucking multiplayer. It really isn't necessary, especially when a game doesn't really have one in the first place, like during the series. And I'm guessing they just kind of threw one together because it's completely unoriginal and it's fucking lame. They could have spent the time that they used to make that multiplayer to actually making bigger tombs that you can raid on the side. Or maybe a mansion. I miss that mansion. In the olden games, I used to put him in the freezer all the time, and I'd bump up against him because he'd be like, "Ooh." And I would play in her mansion for hours. I would play on the obstacle course, I would run around the little garden maze that she had in her backyard, I would swan dive off her little balcony within her house just to hear her neck crunch and be like, and you can't do that anymore. You can't swan dive off things, and you can't, when you get up on a ledge, you can't use your legs to do this like flippy thing that she used to do. So as you can tell, there wasn't much that I didn't like about the game. This was probably one of the most brilliant reboots to a classic series that I've ever seen. And especially coming from a big fan like myself, that's saying a lot. So I give this game a must buy. If you haven't purchased it yet, go out to whatever EB Games or GameStop, whatever you go and purchase your games from, and go and buy it now, because you are seriously missing out on a wicked start to a brand new series of the Tomb Raider. And a beautiful Lara Croft. Thanks for watching my review. Subscribe to my channel, The NerdyNetty. Follow me on Twitter at NerdyNetty. Like me on Facebook, facebook.com/TheNerdyNetty. And check out my website, thenerdynetty.com. This is not my final goodbye. Trust me, I will see you soon.